Today, back here at Pennis Creek, I got to put some protein feed out, and I need to put some corn out in our feeders. Our protein there was some left over, so that's what I got to go do first before I get to the corn. Easiest way that I could figure out how to fill our corn feeders is this. So let's tell you how we got to where we was. So we have 6 300-pound corn feeders and 3 300-pound protein feeders. And before we got this building here enclosed, we would go buy what we needed and then load it in the truck, load it in the Ranger, have to stand up on the bed of the Ranger on our tall protein feeders and pour it in. And you older guys, you'll get it. It just gets old. And it got to where we wasn't feeding on time. We skipped feedings. We wasn't doing proper things. And so we also didn't have a place to store our protein feed and our corn. So in our tractor shed here, we had this concrete slab, and we decided to enclose this section in. It's a 30 by 30, put a 10 by 10 door and an air conditioner in it, and try to keep the climate controlled, to keep moisture out. And we also have our security system and internet stuff over here inside. So we was needing a concrete mixer for a skid steer because we do random projects around here, and I ran across the Danuser Mega Mixer S75 mixer. And it's an auger. With your hydraulics, you can go either way, mix your concrete and side discharge out one side. And so it hit me. I went, wait a minute. I bet you that I can fill our deer feeders with this. So all our tractors have, of course, quick disconnects, a skid steer style on them. Kubota has that, and flat face hydraulic couplers just like our skid steer does. So enter in the Danuser Mega Mixer, and we put it on our M4 Kubota tractor. I think it was probably too big for MX6000. It weighs 800 pounds roughly, and the first time I used it, I put 750 pounds of corn in it. So it was all even this 70 horsepower tractor could handle. And also, let me say this, if it's something you're interested in, you say, well, I'm crazy enough to get one of those too. If you fill it slam full and you open it before you're over your feeder, it'll start coming out, and you'll be trying to figure out how to stop it and do it. So if you don't have electric actuator like my redneck engineering came up with to open and close the gate, you'll see that in use in a minute, then you don't want to fill it that full, and then when you get to your location to fill your feeder, you're going to reverse your auger and pull feed away from the chute and pull it to this side. But now that I've got my electric actuator on here, I can fill it full and just put it right over the deal. I got a switch in the cab, open it up, and if it starts flowing, so be it. Heck, that helps me fill it up. So being an older guy, the only thing we have to do is we go buy our corn and protein feed by the pallet, come in the bay door. I told Hunter he don't even have to worry about doing the feeders anymore. I enjoy it so much now. So the only physical effort is this. Now, because it's take 27 and I've already got enough protein feed in there, I don't cut this bag open at this point. All you gotta do is cut your bag open, dump it in, throw your bags on the floor, and when you think you got enough, you stop. Now, I've got some in there, and another nice thing about this one is these racks on top. Of course, they can open if they need to. For concrete purposes, they got a little jagged edge here that'll bust a bag, so don't throw these little paper sacks right on top of it. But I'm gonna take a couple extra with me, and you just let them ride right there where you go. So, without further ado, let's go show you the laziest, easiest way to fill some deer feeders. So here we are out here at one of our green fields, and put some drive on up to the feeder the way we do it, and I stop right short of it, put it in park, and get out there and open that lid up. You can take a peek at that mechanism from here. Hopefully you can hear me over this diesel engine, but here's the mechanism here and the gate that it opens. So all we have to do is come up here, take the latch off. Sometimes that's a booger. Open our feeder up. This is a BossBuck. I usually check all the feeders and make sure there's nothing dried up in there. Got it open. Come back to the cab. You want to put that chute almost over the hole, and sometimes I don't get it right on the money and I make a mess, but still easier. Here we go. All right, we're right over it. Open our gate. There goes our gate. This is take 27, by the way, so I don't have to put very much in it. It's a lot easier just to do it than make videos doing it. All right, third function switch auger. Pull up just a little. And like I said, this one wasn't, it's take 27, so that baby's full. Close our gate. This video is more about how we do it than the fact that this feeder was already full from a couple of takes before. Close the deal, and if you don't have that, all you gotta do is reverse, and I'm reversing my auger, pulling my feed to the other side, and then you would manually close your gate. And I would close it while I was over the feeder. You can do it if you ain't real short. All right, once we got our feeder full, go back out here, break any excess off, push it in, know it's full, put our lid back down, any it gets on that edges, just clean it off. I promise you, we got a lot of little practice to do and we'll get better at this, but I promise you this is so much easier than fooling with 50-pound bags. So that's it. I mean, this is absolutely the easiest. Like I said, you can see it, mechanism I put on it. Danuser Mega Mixer S75, easiest deer feeder filler on the planet. Thanks for watching the videos. Check more of them out here in the future. Make sure you subscribe, like, and I'm sure Hunter will have some videos of his own here pretty soon. We have been doing a little bit of hunting. We've seen some nice bucks, just only on camera mostly because it's been too warm. And that's why I'm out here in short sleeves in December. But check us out.